Is my husband, 44 male, seeing escorts when I'm 38 female, away? My husband, 44 m, logged into his email on my phone. The next day I check my work email and my husband account is still logged in. What I saw was 3 emails titled, "Enquiry from Trist," and he's emailed women asking to spend 2 hours with each of them. I've googled it and it's an escort site. He's saying it's spam and has no idea what they're about, and that it's a coincidence that I was out of the country when these messages were sent. I want to believe him, but is this even possible to have an email you sent to an escort asking to meet up for 2 hours? Also weird that it just happens to be when I'm away. And is there any way I can be 100% sure? He sent the emails. Come on, lady, use your head. He is lying. Spam doesn't show up in outgoing messages. Stuff he sent is evidence of his actions. Yeah, that's not how spam works. Hope you go get tested and do the obvious. Good luck. No, it's not possible. He's acting like a nasty pig. The emails were from him. The calls are coming from within the house. Spam is only inbox, not outbox. Your husband is lying to you. I am sorry, op. Pretend you believe him and meet with your lawyer now. Maybe when you go out of town next, hire a pie. But I think he is seeing escorts and he's really stupid, wanted to get caught, or sloppy AF. He's emailing escorts from his work email. He has bigger problems than just cheating on you. That could get him fired. What is he thinking? My husband, 23M, does not want me to take this promotion, 23F. Edit. Thank you for all of the advice given. Everyone says the same thing. Take the job. My child is the light of my life and she deserves better. I deserve better than to be manipulated into thinking I am doing the wrong thing by moving closer to my parents for a short amount of time for a job that pays more. To get a car so we travel safely, to have extra income in an economy that moves terribly. To have an extra cushion because of past mistakes made that has implemented my current predicament. Marriage is hard. It is not for the weak. Neither is having children, but people make do. Single parents with no help make do. I applaud the single parents out there who made hard choices for the betterment of their children. You get nothing but praise from me. Thank you for those who have told their stories and have given me warnings about setting up for the future. I saw questions about why I married this person. Long story short, religious reasons. That and the signs were not shown until after we got married. How I grew up also put an impact into my decisions made today, but fortunately that doesn't mean I need to be victimized because of my past. When I tell you I can go very deep into my life, I could, but that's not what I am here for. We learn, we grow, and we change for our future, the children. Please know that my child is not in any danger. She is very much so loved from both sides of the family and no one would ever let anything happen to her. No matter how her parents feel for each other. She has come first and will come first. I'm not sure how the well-being of my child came into question because I was debating on taking a job, but she is thriving. The point of this post was to ensure that I was not making the wrong decision in taking the job, which brings an extra $2K a month. That's it. Thank you again for your support as a stranger helping out a stranger. I will learn from wisdom, not through personal experiences if it can be helped. Red heart. My husband and I have been together for about 3 years. I am 23F, he is 23M. Our birthdays are a couple months apart. I am older. I was presented this job opportunity that's about 15 minutes from my mother's house. He works across the city, about 40-60 minutes from my mother's. A little background, we have been living with his in-laws for about 3-4 years. We have not been able to move out due to poor financial choices on both ends. More importantly, he lost a couple jobs throughout the years. He finally got his dream job that he's been wanting to get in for 2 years. It pays around $5 more than what he would normally get paid, so a decent amount. Unfortunately, for me, it's not about the money anymore. It's about leaving his parents' house after being there for so long. For those who have lived with their parents, or under those who have the mentality, this is my house, if you don't like it, leave. Then you can understand where I am going with this. The amount of problems we go through in this house is through the rough, but that's another topic. I have been at my current job for about 6 months now after a year of being at home with our little one. They offered me a promotion. I would be getting paid double what I make now. In my head, this is a great idea. The problem is, I would have to live with my mother for a short time until I can get a car and afford to move into our own place. Luckily, it shouldn't take no more than 2-3 months max. Now this is not a problem for me. It's more so my husband, as he does not want to live separately at any time from us. Due to past experiences, I don't have complete trust in him. I have lost my car, my credit, and a plethora of things due to his inability to be consistent in that sense. Not to mention the mental and emotional toll I have had with living with his family. I literally started smoking cigarettes, that's how stressed I was. He is trying and he has a plan to get us out in the next couple of months, but I just don't see what the problem is in us having that extra cushion just in case things go wrong. Which they usually do. In my mind, a couple of months versus the years we are supposed to be together isn't much. Some key things to mention: I am in school full-time while going to work part-time, and if I am not doing that I am with our little one. I have tried to talk to him about it, but I am just shut down. With him saying it isn't a good idea because it's too far from his job. Would I be so selfish to want this promotion? Take the job. I don't have complete trust in him. I have lost my car, my credit, and a plethora of things due to his inability to be consistent in that sense. Care to elaborate on that? Seems like there is some relevant information that you are leaving out there. Girl, what? Why would he not want success for you? And more money for you guys? Seems like there might be ulterior motive here? He doesn't want you making your own money because he isn't trustworthy and he wants you relying on him. It's harder to leave if you need his money. Take the job. It's your life, and you need to support yourself. Frankly, you should take the job and keep the child, but lose the man. Oh, and I'm an older man and father for what it's worth. You are right and he is wrong. He's being selfish and not looking at the big picture. Take the job. Is he that short-sighted that he can't wait 2-3 months to significantly improve living standards? I'm 18F too attached to my boyfriend 18M, please help. Me and my boyfriend spend nearly every day together hanging out and having sleepovers etc. We have been together for 8 months. Recently every time he has to leave I go manic, crazy, sad and depressed and desperate for reassurance. It's only started since we have been on holidays and spent about a month and a half straight together. It is affecting our relationship so much and he's starting to consider leaving me as I need constant reassurance over text and attention 24/7. How can I stop feeling this way? How do I careless about what my boyfriend's doing or if he loves me or how often he's texting me? I need to stop being so obsessed with him or he's going to leave me, I just don't know how. We get into arguments nearly every day because I get mad he didn't text me quick enough or nice enough, but I can't help being upset about it. How do I stop being so needy so he doesn't leave me? Please help. It seems you may need therapy to talk about your anxieties and if you have abandonment, separation issues. Get some hobbies, hang out with friends. This isn't healthy. While I try to breathe through it all, first of all, know he loves you and is probably somewhere just a bit overwhelmed with responsibility. As for you OFC, you love him too and you just crave him a bit too much given the time you HAVW spent together. Been there, done that. I would suggest trying to work on more of your hobbies and if not, develop some of your own. I personally discovered less insecurities and obsession in my actions when I started keeping myself busy in healthy activities. If he spends every day with you and sleeps over, then he obviously likes you. Just relax a bit more and give him some space and time to himself. You'll also enjoy the time you do spend together more. Remember that even if he leaves you for whatever reason, this doesn't mean your value has diminished. You will be alone forever. You won't find anyone like him again. You'll definitely survive and most likely thrive because you can count on yourself and don't need him in your life. Remember who you are. 1. See a therapist about anxious attachment. 2. Force yourself to make new friends and take accountability for neglecting old friends. 3. Force yourself to find hobbies. Since you're in school, find extracurriculars to join. 4. Start to consider you may not be mentally ready for a relationship. You should be a complete person without a relationship. They aren't the missing ingredient in the cake. They are the extra sprinkles and frosting that make it even sweeter. My boyfriend went to Thailand alone without me, and strange things happened. 20F, 25M. My boyfriend went to Thailand alone without me, and strange things happened. He is spending quite a bit there and was not that much upset he is going without me. He OFC asked to go together, but I could not because of the financial issue. He was having quite a good time there, and I am happy about it. But he began mentioning the crazy things he saw: prostitution and the entertainment shows like women smoking cigarettes by their Gina etc. He probably must have thought it would be okay since I am pretty much open-minded. But one day he was getting help from me choosing his hotel on the island, and was sharing his screen. While talking, some of his apps were shown, and Hinge was in midst of them. He probably recognized he showed and said, "Oh, I will send you the hotel later and send the pics," before stop sharing immediately, which is super sus. At the same time, I know he used to use Hinge before we begin dating, and we basically used to spend most time together before he goes. Maybe he paused his app and not using anymore. But also, why is he keeping the app if he will not use it? Then, next day he did not send any message to me for a whole day and disappeared also for a whole night. Then the next morning he said he was too drunk and slept immediately. I was actually super chill and believed he was pretty busy. Then the next night, before he going to the bed, I asked to talk and that call led to some argument. After he said hi, he instantly pointed on my shirt and wonder how childish it is, and I am basically 20 and wear some colorful clothes, which led me to hang up the phone and wait calling or messaging back. But he did not do anything for 1 hour, and said good night before going to his bed. I cried for a whole night and decided to ghost him for a few days and see how he will respond and whether even prioritizes me. I have my own boundary and respect, and I believe it has some indicators that I may begin losing a bit of trust. What can be the good solutions? Should I mention about the Hinge when we talk or check his phone once he come back? Well, fuck everyone's opinions, girl. If you think he doesn't prioritize you and is cheating you, just leave. A dating app? That's fucking sus. You're just 20 for all this BS. So yeah, move on. Everything he's doing right now is definitely not in the favor of commitment and loyalty. You know what to do. Being the cool girl is bad for your psyche. This bothers you as it should. Sorry op, but he's gone too far down the wrong track. If he's seen those things in Thailand and telling you about them, it means he actively searched for them and is having a hell lot of fun with other women. You still want to be with a guy who's been to prostitutes and places much worse than strip clubs? Honestly, he's gonna come back with a truckload of STDs. Please get away from this boy. Whether he's cheating or not, it doesn't matter. It's clear that his mind is elsewhere and it doesn't involve you. I'm so sorry, but you will heal from this heartbreak and move on. Revolving hearts. Go ahead and cry, scream, be sad, cry again, anything but settle for this. Please don't wait for him. You deserve better. Thailand alone, Hinge notification, seemingly deflective arguments that seem to stray away from the real problem. I think you know. Call him out. The Hinge thing is damning, and no, you're not crazy.